Impossible China explores a world that feels carved by another reality, towering mountains rising like stone giants, dizzying cliff roads that twist through mist and sky, and hidden valleys untouched by time. These landscapes are so surreal, so gravity-defying, that they blur the line between nature and imagination. From vertical peaks wrapped in floating clouds to ancient pathways carved into impossible cliffs, this journey reveals China's most astonishing mountain worlds, places that few people ever see and even fewer can believe truly exist. Gravity-defying cliff roads. Welcome to a journey through some of the most unbelievable roads on Earth. Roads that cling to cliffs, spiral around mountains, and defy gravity itself. These are the gravity-defying cliff roads, engineering wonders where nature meets courage. Our adventure begins high above the clouds, where narrow paths slice along vertical cliffs. These roads were carved by engineers who refused to give up, even when the mountains seemed impossible to conquer. Each turn hugs the rock face so tightly that it feels like the earth itself is guiding your way. As we move deeper into these mountain worlds, you'll see spiraling pathways twisting downward like giant stone corkscrews. These breathtaking designs allow travelers to descend thousands of feet in a small space, blending precision engineering with the raw power of nature. From above, the roads look like artwork, loops, curves, and levels stacked in perfect harmony. In some regions, cliff roads were not just built for transportation, they were a lifeline. Remote villages, once cut off from the rest of the world, now connect through these impossible passages. For the people who live here, these roads brought medicine, food, education, and hope. But beauty does not come without bravery. Drivers who travel these high-altitude routes must navigate sharp switchbacks, sudden drops, and narrow ledges. Yet every moment offers views so stunning that they feel unreal, deep valleys, soaring peaks, and landscapes untouched by time. These cliff roads remind us of something powerful, that when humans meet challenges with creativity and determination, the impossible becomes possible. They prove that even on the edge of the world, there is a way forward. This is the magic of the gravity-defying cliff roads. Not only the danger, not only the beauty, but the extraordinary spirit that built them. The most incredible mountain worlds ever seen. China is home to some of the most mind-bending landscapes on Earth, places that look so surreal, they feel impossible. Towering stone pillars pierce through oceans of mist, ancient cliff roads wrap around mountains like threads carved by hand, and hidden valleys reveal worlds untouched by time. These are places where nature seems to defy physics, where history and legend blend into the landscape, and where every path leads to a view more unbelievable than the last. Welcome to Impossible China, a journey into the country's most extraordinary mountain worlds, places that challenge imagination and redefine what is possible on our planet. About the floating Avatar Mountains. The floating Avatar Mountains, located in Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, are one of China's most iconic natural wonders. These towering sandstone pillars rise sharply from the valley floor, surrounded by drifting clouds that make them appear as if they're floating in midair. Their otherworldly beauty inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar, giving the region worldwide fame. Formed over millions of years through erosion and weathering, these vertical peaks are covered with vibrant green trees clinging to their narrow tops. Walking through the park feels like entering a fantasy world, where enormous stone spires hover above misty forests, creating a dreamlike landscape unmatched anywhere else on Earth. High above the earth, perched on razor-thin cliffs and hidden among the clouds, China's ancient sky temples remain some of the most astonishing architectural feats in history. These sacred sanctuaries were built by monks seeking peace, wisdom, and connection to the heavens. Balanced on wooden supports or carved directly into the rock, the temples overlook sweeping mountain valleys and endless mist. Their silent corridors and timeless designs make them feel suspended between earth and sky, a place where nature, spirituality, and history meet in perfect harmony. The origins of these sky temples trace back over 1,000 years, during dynastic periods when Buddhism, Taoism, and local spiritual practices flourished across China. Builders faced unimaginable challenges, transporting massive timber and stone along narrow mountain paths, often without modern tools. Each temple was meticulously designed not only for religious rituals, but also to withstand centuries of harsh weather, earthquakes, and erosion. They serve as enduring symbols of human ingenuity, devotion, and the ancient quest to reach the divine. Throughout history, these temples were centers of scholarship, meditation, and pilgrimage. Monks copied sacred texts, painted intricate murals, and performed ceremonies that attracted devotees from distant provinces. The temples also became strategic refuges during times of conflict, hidden high above the valleys below, offering both spiritual solace and physical protection. Today, they stand as living monuments to China's rich cultural heritage, inviting modern travelers to witness the fusion of history, architecture, and nature in its most breathtaking form. The world's longest glass bridges. Suspended hundreds of meters above the ground, the world's longest glass bridges are modern marvels that push the boundaries of engineering and human daring. Stretching across deep valleys and towering cliffs, these bridges offer breathtaking views of rivers, forests, and mountains below, creating the sensation of walking on air. Constructed with layers of reinforced glass and steel, they combine transparency, strength, and elegance, allowing visitors to experience both thrill and awe as they traverse the dizzying heights. The first of these iconic structures emerged in China in the early 21st century, as the country embraced ambitious architectural projects designed to boost tourism and celebrate natural landscapes. Engineers had to solve unprecedented challenges, from calculating load-bearing capacities for thousands of visitors to ensuring safety during high winds, earthquakes, and extreme weather. Each bridge is a testament to human innovation, blending daring design with meticulous scientific precision and redefining how we interact with nature from above. Beyond their architectural brilliance, these glass bridges have become cultural symbols, attracting tourists, adventurers, and filmmakers from around the globe. They are not merely pathways, but experiences that connect people to the grandeur of the natural world while inspiring a profound respect for the power and beauty of the mountains. Walking across these transparent spans, one can feel a mixture of exhilaration and humility, standing on the edge of history and engineering, suspended between human ambition and the eternal majesty of the earth below. Spiral mountain pathways. Winding like ancient serpents carved into the mountains themselves, spiral mountain pathways are among the most astonishing routes ever created by human hands. These breathtaking paths twist and rise along sheer cliffs, offering views that seem to float above the world. Often built in remote regions where roads were impossible, these spiraling routes became lifelines, connecting hidden valleys, sacred sites, and isolated mountain communities. Walking them today feels like stepping into a world where engineering, nature, and courage unite in a single sweeping motion. Historically, these pathways date back hundreds, and in some regions thousands of years. Early builders relied only on simple tools, local stone, and pure determination as they carved steps and switchbacks into unforgiving mountainsides. Many of these spiraling trails were created for traders, monks, and travelers seeking safer routes through treacherous terrain. Others led to sacred temples, remote monasteries, or lookout points used to guard kingdoms and signal approaching danger. Each pathway reflects the incredible skill and resilience of the people who shaped them, often at the cost of harsh conditions and immense physical effort. Today, spiral mountain pathways stand as living corridors of history, preserved through time and admired by modern adventurers. Some have been restored with railings and stone reinforcements, while others remain nearly untouched, keeping their ancient atmosphere alive. They draw hikers, filmmakers, and explorers from around the world who come not just for the beauty, but to witness the engineering genius of civilizations that refuse to be stopped by gravity or geography. These spiraling paths remind us of humanity's timeless desire to climb higher, explore farther, and reach places where Earth touches the sky. Villages built above the clouds. Perched on mountain ridges where mist curls around rooftops and the horizon melts into the sky, villages built above the clouds are among the world's most enchanting human settlements. These high-altitude communities overlook valleys far below, giving the impression that they float on a sea of white. Life here moves at a different rhythm, quiet, slow, and deeply connected to nature. From sunrise to dusk, clouds drift past homes, terraces, and narrow stone lanes, creating a landscape that feels both magical and otherworldly. Historically, these sky villages developed as ancient people sought fertile land, strategic viewpoints, and protection from conflict. Many were constructed centuries ago by mountain tribes, farmers, and herders who adapted to the steep terrain with terraced fields, stone houses, and intricate irrigation systems. The altitude often offered safety from invading armies, wild animals, and flooding rivers, allowing communities to preserve their traditions for generations. Over time, these settlements became cultural treasures, guardians of languages, festivals, and customs that survive even today. In the modern era, villages above the clouds have become symbols of resilience and heritage. While some residents have moved to lower towns, many still maintain their ancestral homes, keeping the ancient mountain lifestyle alive. These cloud-top settlements now draw travelers, photographers, and researchers fascinated by their architecture, history, and breathtaking views. Yet beyond their beauty, they remind us of humanity's ability to thrive in even the most challenging environments, building not only shelter, but entire worlds high above the earth, where the sky feels close enough to touch.